what makes it so special if you compare it to a concrete house?
Bamboo allows you to play with the material. You can create the structures that with another materials it's going to be more complicated ones because it's flexible. We're using biophilic design, it's called. Okay?
Biophilic design.
Biophilic design is the design from the nature. The sacred geometry is in the nature. If you see the patterns, how the tree grows, how they form his branch, there is a pattern. These kind of structures, straight, squares, are more aggressive into your perception. When something is rounding, make you to feel more calm.
I would say some of the major objections of people that are considering building with bamboo is maybe, well, does this last longer than a year?
I say my customers, if you have a good design with a good ventilation, can use for one life. Bamboo is really, really strong. We call it the green steel. Okay.
The green steel.
The green steel.
I like that, yeah.
It's comparable to the carbon fiber.
Welcome back to the Plant-Based Podcast Asia. I'm your host Nick, and here we go with another episode to inspire, educate, and connect. And today I welcome our artist, our guest, our builder, an amazing personality. Welcome to the show, Chris Sola.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thanks so much for making time. Chris, you've been living in Chiang Mai. Chris is a good friend of mine as well, and what he is doing, it's mind-blowing for all of you who have been into not just a square building like most of us live in, but actually into a more round structure that is built from other material than just concrete. He is the guy. So Chris, you are building with bamboo. You're the founder and you're the director of Sola Bamboo Architecture here in Chiang Mai. So let's start telling about your story. Like how come you start to build with bamboo and make all these beautiful structures?
My first look with the bamboo was when I was in the university. I was researching a material for a project in the university, and then I found a beautiful, an amazing house made by bamboo, a house that come out from the jungle. Shocked my thinking about to building naturally, and after that, when I finished the university, I decided to come to Asia to research how to build with bamboo.
So could we say it was like a love at the first sight when you saw like a...
Can be more than love. Yeah. I get in touch with the bamboo. I don't know, the structure was amazing and made me feel, wow, this is what I want to do.
I mean, you're originally from Spain, so in Spain there is no bamboo growing there, right?
It's not bamboo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what was it that fascinated you about the bamboo and the natural building?
What fascinated me is how they are using this material in a raw way, without almost processing, and how can make the structures amazing, organic and naturally curvy, that integrates into the nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you fell in love with bamboo and this natural building, but then like that's a journey to having your own company, and like you say, okay, now I'm gonna go to Asia and gonna open a company and build with bamboo. Is this how it was, or?
Well, it was a little bit more long than that, but to say I came to Asia, I stayed 1.5 years around South Asia. I visited, first in Malaysia. I was building in Malaysia, doing several projects, researching about bamboo, because I don't have any idea about how to build with the bamboo. I go to Malaysia first, I do Philippines, I do Indonesia, I do Laos, Cambodia, and I arrived also to Thailand. And in Thailand, I had the opportunity to make an internship in a company here in Chiang Mai also, and I was building there with them for 7 months, 8 months. And how much I work with the material, more in love, more in touch with the material, more I feel this is the material that I want to work. I can say that when I was a child, always I was working with my grandpa in home. I was helping him to make furniture, and also I like to build the huts in the middle of the mountain. I live in Barcelona in the mountains, and then always I building my little huts and doing these kind of things. And then always I'm in touch with the natural materials. But bamboo make me his flexibility, how reacts to how you when you work with the material is really amazing. Yeah.
So, I mean, again, I wish that the people watching this today, that they have been or they have the opportunity to visit a bamboo house, let's say. But what makes it so special? I mean, you already mentioned a few things. It's flexible, it's natural, it's little treatment. But apart from that, beyond that, if you compare it to a concrete house, what is the main difference? Like the feeling or the energy of it almost.
The energy or the feeling, bamboo allows you to grow differently. It's completely another way to build. Okay, bamboo is not how he looks. It's not straight. Okay, it's a pole, but it's not straight. And then bamboo allows you to play with the material. And then with this playing, you can create the structures that with another materials it's going to be more complicated once because it's flexible. And then with these properties and the quality of the strongest, how is the bamboo, you can create really curvy, beautiful lines to create any shape that you want. Just need to know how to do. Yeah.
So why do you think is it nowadays that 99.9% of all the buildings in the world are built with concrete, and bamboo, which is a natural material which has been around forever, is not being utilized more than that?
Okay. Well, bamboo is not the. Bamboo is a material that is not for all the environments. Okay, environments like a tropical environment is really good, and the cement allow you to build more quick than bamboo, for example. Okay, but there is the dark point of the concrete is how can pollute. Okay, when you use concrete, it's really bad material. The concrete.
How does it pollute?
The carbon footprint. Sorry, it's really negative. And when you build with the concrete, we are involved with chemical product around us that affect our health. Yeah. Bamboo is completely natural. Also, when we make the treatment for the bamboo, can make long lasting, and we use chemical salts, but not affect our body. This is a salt like a boric, but you can use borax, for example, to take a bath and clean your body from chemical.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a dangerous.
It's it's healthy for us. It's not, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I've been into some places built out of bamboo or also adobe, or let's say more natural. And as soon as you kind of walk into these buildings or these temples, we could almost say, I can pick up the energy is totally different from like I feel more calm in there. I feel like more grounded also. It's a totally different feeling. I'm sure your eyes are lighting up. You know what I'm talking about. But can you share more about this feeling and what is it that we feel better actually in a place like that?
Well, it's like when you create a bamboo building, for example, okay, it's like at the end you are building nature around you, okay? This is one of the things. And then make your body relax, calm. The other thing is the way that how you build, okay? We are using techniques like a parametric techniques or sacred geometry to build these buildings. How I said before, we build in a different way, and we use this the sacred geometry create patterns around you in structural patterns that make the energy connect with the universe. It's the same way because you are creating these kind of structures that involve with the structure around you, and then make you feel calm and nice.
Talking about sacred geometry, for the people who are not so familiar with this, or also for the ones that are already familiar with, let's say, flower of life, maybe some. What is it all about, and how does it affect our life? I mean, you already say you build in with sacred geometry. It affects our life. If we live in there, we feel more calm. But how do you incorporate this into your design? From where do you get the idea?
Okay.
And tell us more about it.
Okay.
Because you're the perfect person to talk about sacred geometry.
We using biophilic design is called it. Okay.
Biophilic design.
Biophilic design is the design from the nature. The sacred geometry is in the nature. If you see the patterns, how the tree grows, how they form his branch, there is a pattern. It's part of the sacred geometry.
Like the Fibonacci spiral? Is that
Fibonacci, but you can see for example, when a spider make a net, it's a kind of pattern, it's a kind of sacred geometry. This can become a structure, can become the structure of your building, and this create like this beautiful structure around you that make you feel safe, make you feel comfortable, natural, because you are repeating the same pattern like in the nature.
So concrete buildings that are square, they are not following these patterns?
Well, nowadays it's still difficult not using concrete for everything, okay? The material help you to build quick, you know, but this kind of structures, straight, squares, are more aggressive into your perception. You know, when something is rounding, make you to feel more calm.
Okay, so if people that are living now in a square building and they want to bring more calm in their life, is this also something that your company do, that you can go in and modify some stuff, or once the building is up, it's kind of you cannot do, or are there still some adjustments that can be made to have the like energy flow better in the?
Yeah, you can incorporate natural materials in your house, and it's gonna make you feel better and comfortable. At the end, the nature materials like a wood always make you feel more. It's like warm, make you feel comfortable. The concrete is not, but you can add different things for make it more natural, or more or integrate more nature inside the space that you are living.
Okay, let's talk more about the sacred geometry. So when you design, is this just something that you have, or you would say we all have already inside, or you go into nature to observe and you're looking at the designs that you can find in nature, and you get this idea to design new structures, or how do you design? Like how do you come up with new designs?
Okay.
Because we will put in some pictures in the video here, and then I invite everyone to visit your website or Instagram as well, because all these amazing, beautiful designs that you're making, they're really like, wow, right? So where is this coming from, Chris?
Okay. I think that everyone has the creativity inside. Okay, just we need to work with that. Maybe me, I'm more open to see the little things. Always I have reference in the nature to design. When I have a project, I like to be in the place, talk with the customer, and after to talk with the customer, I like to make a deep thinking how can find something in the referent in the nature. How can I find some referent in the nature that match with the needs and the objectives of the person, the customer in this case. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then.
So you mean you customize it to the customer?
Yeah, for the needs, always for the customer. Yeah. Maybe it's not about me; it's about more the customer always. Mm-hmm. And I want that he feel good in the place. Mm-hmm. This is the main idea. And then we work for him. Mm-hmm. We don't work for us. We work for him to improve the space that he gonna live or he gonna use. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then using the nature can be a shape, can be some kind of spiritual thinking of the customer. Can be many things, but always related with the nature. And from that, I make one process, and then I start to work with him, mm-hmm. how we can design, and then I do several purposes, how to make it, until we find the correct thing that he feels. Usually we sketch and we make some sketch first to see if we are in the line with him, mm-hmm. until we have the line, and then after this we make a model, mm-hmm. with bamboo, with a little bamboos. Mm-hmm. We make a first model, he can see, and then if we are working in a good way, then we continue to do, mm-hmm. with the process of the design.
I see.
Yeah.
What are some challenges building with bamboo?
The challenges of the bamboo, they can say that the bamboo is, you need to protect the bamboo, okay? Bamboo, we are talking that is a natural material. Mm-hmm. At the end is a grass.
It's a grass.
It's a grass. Yeah. It's a grass, big grass. And we need to protect from the sun and from the water. Mm-hmm. But with the correct design, there is no problem. We take care a lot that the design always is going to help to have a low maintenance of the space or the structure or the building that we create. Yeah. Usually the roofs should be the overhang of the roof should be bigger than the normal building, like a concrete. But with that, it has a correct ventilation, but also is good for health. It has the correct ventilation, and then we create openings for the airflow, okay. Flow of the building, mm-hmm. because this is the main inconvenience. When we are building, always when we create these models, we are testing with the models how is the structure behavior.
Okay.
Before to build it.
You can see that, you can observe that already.
Yeah, completely. Also, how we are using already bamboo, we use bamboo in a proportion. Mm-hmm. How we're gonna build in the real.
Yes. Okay.
And then help us a lot how is the behavior of the building. Mm-hmm. And we have to make some changes or whatever. But we create another model, testing until we find that the structure is rigid and it's gonna have a good behavior. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The end is bamboo is flexible. Excuse me. The bamboo is flexible, and then it's like a natural structure. Okay, it means like have some movement. this flexibility always has some movement. But it's good, this one, in case that you have an earthquake, for example.
So it's safe?
Super safe.
Okay.
Super safe for the earthquakes, for the big winds, because it's not rigid. It's not blocked.
Right, like if the bamboo, we see it growing in the heavy wind,
Exactly.
it can bend, but it never breaks, right?
Exactly, this is the point. Yeah.
I see. So I would say some of the major objections of people that are considering building with bamboo is maybe, well, does this last longer than a year? Right? So, I mean, I know from you, but
No,
I would like you...
I have a lot of people, customers
Right.
that come and ask me.
Yeah. Or what are some other objections maybe that you hear often, but maybe you talk about the durability first, like how long can a bamboo
No,
structure...
I understand. It's a new material. People don't have the knowledge.
Well, not a new material, right?
No,
Really?
no, it's not a new material, but for the developed civilizations, it's like a new material we are used to with the concrete, you know,
Yes.
and we feel safe in that, you know, and we like the rigid of the concrete. But you can have this with the bamboo, okay? If you design properly, I say my customers, if you have a good design with a good ventilation, can use for one life, okay? There is no problem. There is a buildings in Australia, in South America, here in Thailand, big buildings that gonna be for many years. It's not a problem but need this take care of that the rain is not gonna affect them. Make a good roof for the sun also is not gonna affect them. But you don't gonna have any problem, yeah. Just need to, if you decided to make a bamboo building, the roof, you have maintenance. Every 15-20 years you should to change the last layer of the roof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, every 15 to 20 years, I think some people, they change their roof anyway, even if it's like a tiles roof, like some people, they...
Need to.
Yeah.
Need maintenance. All the buildings need maintenance. Yeah. How much is extreme the weather? Pues more maintenance you need. Doesn't matter if it's concrete tiles. Yeah. Always the sun is strong. You know, in regions like Thailand, it's extreme weather. It's always just going to affecting the structural of the roof. Yeah.
Wow, I see. Okay, well, I want to talk a little bit about the vision and your future plans also. I mean, you built some really amazing projects. I think one great project is, I think, called the Coco Hut in Chiang Mai, right? What are some dreams of, or like some buildings that you would wish to build in the near future, or some projects that you would love to do?
Okay, the purpose for me to build with bamboo is building for the future. You know, is take care of the future. At the end, we are here in our life is shorter than we think. Okay, and we stay here for a short period. But what we do affect for the next people that come, our communities, you know, and then this is my purpose, is for take care of the future. The projects, I would like to introduce bamboo in more projects, okay, like any kind of projects. Bamboo allows you to build everything. Can be a house, can be a hotel, can be a big pavilion, restaurant, many things. A school, everything, no problem. Maybe it's not the best material if you have to build really heavy buildings. We are talking really huge building.
You mean like many stories?
Many stories. Can do, eh? In Indonesia, for example, they have until seven stores, yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
bamboo.
Yeah, 1,000 square meter house, 7 stores, no problem. Here in Chiang Mai, we have also a big pavilion that is, I think, is 1,000 square meter. Yeah. But we are talking like a big
industrial project,
like
shopping malls,
airports, some shopping malls. Can incorporate, can be part of the construction, but it's increase the cost a lot because at the end we are talking that is an artisan work. Then you need a lot of hard work for to make it.
Okay, and so what would you like to see happening more? I mean, I'm sure you would like to see more people generally building with bamboo, but otherwise, what are some of your future visions that you have, things that you would like to,
I would like the people lose the scare about this material.
Okay.
Mostly here in Thailand, many of the people, how you asked me before, know how it's gonna long lasting, it's gonna be strong. Bamboo is really, really strong. We call it the green steel. Okay.
The green steel.
The green steel.
Wow, I like that. Yeah.
The strength of the material is really, really, really good. Is comparable to the carbon fiber. The strength of the material. It's a really good material. If you use in a correct way, you can create amazing structures. Really, really strong, and not gonna be any problem with the bamboo if it's a good design. And then I would like the people get an approach to the material without scare that how it's gonna be. Just look for the good supplier that help you to introduce this in your life. Yeah.
So people who are curious and they want to explore more with this material, how can they get in touch with you or contact you, or how can they find out about you?
Well, they can go to our website, Sola Bamboo Architecture .com. There you can find a little bit of how we work, our works, all my history, and then you can see how we build, how is the process to build with us. And also we have a questionnaire, a really good questionnaire, where the people can fill up, where are their interests, how is their land, how is the design they want. This is a really complete questionnaire that's gonna help us, and after this we can make an interview to have a good talk and understand what is their needs, objectives, what they want to achieve, with what is their ideas, what is the people that gonna be in this place, and then we can start to work, but always hand to hand to develop a project for them. Yeah.
I see. Amazing. Okay, well, we're gonna definitely put the link in the description below, and thank you so much for joining, because you're not just an amazing artist, but you're also a great example of people having a vision, having a dream. You were in Spain, oh wow, I love it, and okay, I go and I do, and you do until you succeed. So I'm very impressed by that as well. So you're a great example for people out there. If you have dreams, visions, keep following them, right?
Sure. Always.
Any words you want to have for wrapping up and closing this episode for today?
No, well, I want to say thank you for you inviting me to your podcast. Follow your dreams. This is, I can say, for me was a really good touch when I saw the bamboo, and I was thinking, this is what I want to do. And then I follow, and working for that, and go ahead for that. It's really important. Yeah.
Married to the bamboo, right?
Almost. I love like my wife, almost. Yeah.
Almost. I see. Thank you so much, Chris Sola. To all the listeners out there, if you're inspired to explore more about bamboo or sacred geometry, I mean, please check out the work of Chris and his team. It's mind-blowing, it's amazing. Also help to comment, share this episode, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is the Plant-Based Podcast Asia with your host Nick, and see you next time. Thank you so much,
Thank you very much.
Chris.